Okay, so I owe you a Q&A video, so we're gonna start the Q&A now. Let's see what the questions were here.
Hey, Mr. Berry, what makes Richmond Elementary School one of the best places to teach?
Well, that one's silly. We have the best kids. That was easy. Let's go on and see what the other questions were.
Did they build our whole school together, or did they add a wing later?
That's a great question. Let me show you. So you see where this brick wall starts outside of the music room? This was the outside of the building. The 87 wing. You see, the preschool, kindergarten, first and second grade wing, that was built in 1987. So that's this wing here. And then the third and fourth grade wing was built in 1994. So they did them in two parts. The brick wall that's in the cafeteria, it was actually the outside of the building at one time. Great question. Let's see what's next.
How many people in this school? Teachers and kids.
How many people in the school, teachers and kids? Well, there are about 270 to 280 kids. We have a lot of preschoolers coming in and out, so that number kind of changes each day. And for staff, there's anywhere from 60 people here to 80 people here. But it depends on the day, and they don't all work right out of Richmond Elementary. So we have a lot of people that come to Richmond Elementary to work with teachers, to work with kids, to work with me, and they don't necessarily have a spot here in the building, but they are a part of our school community. So there are a lot of people. I did over 100 holiday cards this year for people, if that gives you a sense. Great question. Let's see what's next.
Hey, Mr. Berry, why did the town decide to build a new school?
I'm not sure of the answer to this, but this is what I've heard. The school used to be down by the library and where our central office is, down in there, and they just ran out of room. There were more kids coming and they needed to have a bigger school building, so they moved it here.
Hi, Mr. Berry, what do you do during your workday when you're not busy?
Well, that hasn't happened yet. I haven't had a workday where I'm not busy, but I will let you know. And interestingly enough, Will has challenged me to do a vlog this week about what happens during my day. So maybe that will help answer that question.
Hey, Mr. Berry, what year was the school built?
So 1987 for the pre-K, kindergarten, first and second grade wing, and 1994 for the third and fourth grade wing.
Hey, Mr. Berry, how much money did it cost to build this school?
No idea, but I can tell you it was probably a lot.
Mr. Berry, why did they make Richmond Elementary School 1 floor and Campbelltown Middle School 2 floors?
You know, that's a really good question, and I'm not sure of the answer, to be honest with you. I think it was probably easier at the time to do 1 floor, and they only needed to do 1.
Hey, Mr. Berry, did the town of Richmond move the school because the train was too loud?
You know, I don't think that the train had anything to do with it. I think it had to do with being closer to the middle school and having more room for kids. But it's a valid point. The train must have been awfully loud down there.
Hey, Mr. Berry, why is the gym and the cafeteria connected in RES?
Great question. So that has to do with when they added on the wing. It just made sense to add it there and have the cafeteria and everything right next to the gym versus next to a classroom. Great question.
Hi, Mr. Berry. What is in the attic at RES?
Well, let's go see. So there are 2 spots to get into the attic in Richmond Elementary School. I'm going into this one so that I don't bother kids, but they both have about the same thing in them. The only thing I don't really like about the attic is this set of stairs. Just basically straight up. Let's go. Let's see what's up in here. What's up here really is just a bunch of ducts and equipment that bring air in and out of the school to keep the air fresh so that you can learn. And you see that they have these ducts that go up and around. Some motors. Yeah, so that's about it. I don't think there's anything else really to see. You know, just some ducks and some stuff like that. And and then there's that. Okay, time to go. All right, let's see what else we've got here.
Mr. Barry, what do the teachers do in the teacher's lounge?
What do the teachers do in the teacher's lounge? Let's go take a look.
Okay, when I'm in the teacher's lounge, I usually eat my lunch. And I chat with my wonderful coworkers, and we might tell jokes or talk about what the news of the day is, or
What are some of those jokes you might tell?
you'll have to wait for that.
You don't have a joke ready? Like, that's really disappointing if you're in the lounge and you say you tell jokes and then you don't have a joke.
Well, I'm not the joke originator.
Okay. Oh yeah, that was a good one. Let's see about this one.
Mr. Barry, how many staff members are there at Richmond Elementary?
Covered that one before. Great question. A lot of people.
Mr. Barry, I have a question for you. How did they decide what grades to make Richmond Elementary School?
Ooh, that's a good question. You know, I don't know how the decision was made. I know at one time, I think 5th grade was at the elementary school. And then I think it's just numbers of kids. How many kids can fit in the building? How many classrooms? These were great questions. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the Q&A. And be sure to check out my blog about what it is I do during the day. Craziness. Thank you.